Boom.
We didn't
What's going on,
mention
you
it.
guys? My name's Kirby Downey.
Hang on, I'm just having a drink. And I'm Jonny Harrison.
Well, welcome to our next episode of the Core Podcast, episode 8, I think. I've got the little thing somewhere. There it is. Today we're going to be talking about planes and making planes and everything flying, which is great. I've been playing a lot of Flight Simulator, doing a lot of things about planes, which is good. Excellent. So today we're going to have Eric Haddad from 3D Aero Adventures. He makes a lot of cool 3D printed planes that he flies. He has a cool YouTube channel. Let's just bring him in.
Whoop.
What's up?
There he is. Hey, how you doing?
Welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah, not a problem. It's a lovely Sunday. Yeah, I heard it's quite hot there.
Yeah, I'm in the desert, so it gets in the hundreds this time of year. But it's a nice, cool 98 today, so we're good.
Oh, chilly.
Yeah.
And what is that in non-free?
Celsius?
Yeah.
Can you put it in British?
In the proper measurement?
That is 37.78 degrees Celsius. Precisely.
Not a bad effort at all.
Yeah.
Let's switch all of this. Really not ready. All right.
Okay,
So Eric, you make really awesome planes. You got a little YouTube channel. You build things and you make them fly.
Yeah.
Awesome. You use Solidworks to figure it all out, or do you kind of have a good background of airplanes?
Yeah, I've been flying remote control planes since I was like 12 years old, and kind of stuck with it into adulthood as well. And then in high school, I got my private pilot's license here in the U.S. And so, yeah, I've just been always into aviation and engineering and solving problems, that sort of thing. So technology has changed so much with desktop 3D printing, and Solidworks has been just an amazing tool. So once I built those skills, this was kind of a natural progression to trying to build some 3D printable remote control planes.
Yeah, I watch a lot of flight test videos and that stuff, and the crazy things that they build, and the fact that they could build a very simple plane that just they can do it in a day and fly it and just do these crazy things. So 3D printing does, you can do a lot more crazier shapes and curves and that.
Yeah,
Massive
for sure.
revolution.
Yeah. Opens up the door for just some novel designs from a design standpoint. You can 3D print pretty much anything. But yeah, flight test, they're a big inspiration for me. I like what they're doing. They're just like opening up the door for people that are new to the hobby, just to make it simple for them. And
it's so many kind of questions about how you design and all that stuff. And like if you haven't seen Eric's channel yet, let me quickly put it up somewhere.
Pop that banner up.
So, yeah, got to go into the folders. There it is. I'll bring it up as well. While I do that, Johnny, what you drinking?
Today, we've gone exotic. It's not Corona.
Oh, it's Tsingtao.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite Asian beer.
What are you drinking, Eric?
So I couldn't find a South African beer here in the U.S. or
they're very difficult.
Or
very
a British
difficult to
beer,
find.
but
I can barely find them here.
I did go European. So I'm drinking a beer out of Spain called Dara Dan out of Barcelona.
Oh, nice.
Barcelona.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've gone basic this time with Camden Hells.
Oh, you gotta love a bottle of Camden.
Is that
I've got like 6 bottles left from the party, but I made the mistake of locking them in my shed and then oiled the deck, so I can't get to them.
Oh no, your dick's all slippy.
So luckily, I took some out last night. Just meant I couldn't drink much today.
Oh, it's like Kirby's on a detox.
Yeah. So this is Eric's channel. Like already 7,000 subscribers. Like the growth of your channel is insane, considering you've got 5 videos.
Yeah, I need to be more consistent with just pumping out content, but these are long-term projects. Like the development of them a month or 2.
But, you could do a lot more kind of in progress of certain projects as well. Like there's different ways that you can do it. But
yeah, you're right.
there's people there's people watching your content. There's people
ones.
interested. I mean, going to kind of the crazy shapes and things that you can print, like your this specific
That thing's unreal.
plane is
It's
crazy.
cool.
Like, I'm sure people on flight test could do something like that out of their cardboard, but it wouldn't be as easy as what you did.
Yeah, it's kind of the perfect design for 3D printing. Like being able to print that, it's just one of the only ways you could make it, I guess, unless you're mass producing.
Yeah.
With that video alone, that's the one that's kind of led to a lot of subscribers. I think that video is at 350,000 views or something, which is awesome.
357,535. I wish I could read our own social handles as good as I read that number.
Yeah. In this week's episode, Kirby gets them wrong again.
Yeah.
I'm sure this one had the most spectacular takeoff as well.
Yeah, if you go back a little, I think 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That's probably why this has
an advert. See, I don't use ad blocker.
Grammarly, you owe us £50.
You just paid me a half a cent right there.
There it goes.
First flight. Oh wait, go back a little bit. 640, something like that. Yeah, here we go.
Like this must be like, is that a DJI that you're using there too?
You see it flying around? Yeah, that's a Mavic Pro.
Such a good little.
Yeah.
I mean, on the upside, you've definitely got some quick reactions to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, how did that feel? The fact that you spent so much time designing, 3D printing and building this thing to just take off and.
Well, I've been in this hobby for a long time, and crashes are part of it. Like you crash several times a year, just destroy your airplane. So I'm kind of used to like losing time and a few $100 here and then. But on the other end of it, I've never really scratch built my own design before. So 3D printing these designs has been new for me, kind of printing and actually flying my own scratch built thing. And so for it to, in the end, fly really well was super rewarding. So that big time outweighed like the time I wasted. I actually didn't catch on video, but I tried 2 or 3 other versions of it after that first crash. Yeah. Finally
so I mean, if you want to see the actual successful flight event, head over to his channel and view it. So you've actually got a plane that you're working on now, and you're going to sit and build things with us because.
Yeah.
Like one thing we want to turn this towards is that we just make things with people while chatting and drinking beer and that. So you got a plane to work on.
Yeah. So I have that plane. I need to build a new one for myself personally because everybody else that I've sold them to have been building them. So now I've got a whole kit over here on the side ready to build.
All right. So I'll put so Eric's gone super fancier than us. He's got dual cameras.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to be working on on one of his planes. I'll bring this back up. Jonny and I are going to be folding paper airplanes. And the great thing is, those of you watching, you can join in as well. If you go to this website, it's foldandfly.com. And they've got loads of different paper airplane instructions that you can just jump into. And it just teaches you step by step how to build these. You can pay for printable folding instructions, but you don't really need that. You just follow the instructions. I've got a wad of paper that I took from work. Jonny took some because I forgot to remind him. That he needed.
Kirby's like, I'll remind you. He reminded me at 6 p.m. on Friday. I'm very, very helpful.
So did you guys pick which one you're going to do?
Not yet.
So we're just going to go. I'm going to pick randomly. I'm also going to fold my own design. Something I used to do as a kid that I've seen isn't on this. So I think I'll start off with that one. I'll get into the swing of things. I'm going to be switching my camera to the usual L position now.
Sweet.
Super quick and easy.
No. Oh yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, we always struggle with this. For some reason, this is the first time we've done it successfully.
All All right.
So do you print your wings hollow with kind of the internal structure struts?
Yeah.
Inside
Let me find a part here. So here's a wing section. You can see it's not all printed. Like a single wing isn't printed in one piece. There's just too big. So I'll print it in like 7-inch sections. Like
printed in manageable sizes.
Yeah. And there's a little keying system. Like this side, kind of hard to tell, but has little tiny kind of positive nibs, and then mating little
female sort of.
Yep. So everything this is straight off the printer. I haven't done any scanning or anything, but it just.
Are those just butt joints, or do you put like a like a reinforcement rod in there?
Yeah, it's a butt joint. So like the bottom face. This is the face that it printed on, so I can make it quite a bit wider. And then, yeah, the up facing of the mating part's a little bit thinner wall, but it's just a butt joint. And then everything's just, it's just glued together with super glue, medium bodied super glue and accelerator.
I do love a good can of accelerator spray. It saves you years of stuck together fingers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you want to see Johnny's use of accelerator spray, watch last week's episode.
Okay.
Comes in handy.
Get it everywhere? Or did you just use it?
No, we used a lot of glue and accelerator last week.
Yeah.
There was an accident with some wooden parts and
gotcha.
Stuff had to be patched together. It worked fine.
So to answer your question, Kirby, there is like a rib structure in there. You can see it.
Yeah.
Kind of held up to the light. So it prints up this way, and it's all self-supporting as it prints. So
it needs 0 supports.
0 supports, yeah. A couple parts you have to put a little bit. Like, here's a fuselage piece. This little chunk right here is going to be popped out. It's a little support structure. But
and what printer are you printing these on? You said you got Prusa's?
Yeah, all Prusa MK3s.
And are you using any sort of special filament or just regular PLA?
Just PLA, man. It's a little bit brittle, but it's nice and stiff and doesn't warp as you're printing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
PLA is just the easiest to print with.
for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's cheap.
Like you can do ABS, you can do PETG, but they're always just the best kind of filament is one that you can put into a machine and it just works.
Exactly. Yeah, and once you get these, it takes a little while to get these like thin-walled parts kind of dialed in so you get good quality. But once you get it dialed with PLA, it's really simple.
Yep.
So I mean, you said you've got a private pilot's license. Do you have your own plane as well, or?
No. So I got my license at the end of high school, and then I was a poor college kid after that, so I didn't really fly much after that. So technically, a pilot's license never expires, but you have to every 2 years you have to get it like rechecked, basically.
Yep.
So I've never done that, but to reactivate it, I'd have to go back and probably do another 10 hours of flight time.
Yeah,
a little bit of re-instruction, and then I'd be good to go.
I really want to do that. Like, I always, I didn't want to always design and that stuff. I was always curious about how things were made and how things were built. And that's how I got into like engineering and making and that. But I always wanted to be a pilot. And I played, Flight Simulator 98.
Oh yeah,
the first computer game I ever played.
Yeah, that was.
I absolutely loved it. I was 8 years old. Fell in love with aviation. Always wanted to be a pilot, and then when it came down to actually doing it, I just realized I couldn't because I didn't have the correct like English mark, or I did the wrong level of maths and that stuff.
Okay.
So it didn't all come together, but
it's really fun, man. It's just doing it. I mean, you could do it for fun, probably, right? Like just
to get a license, it's quite expensive in the UK. Like, aviation isn't as free and available in the UK as it is in the US.
Here.
Like, you can't just get into a little bush plane.
Yeah, there's less local little airports.
Okay, so we actually.
Well, it's not only local airport. There's a lot more restrictions. Like to fly a plane in the UK, you have to have full ATC training.
Yep.
So you have to be able to speak with ATC, and they've got to follow your flights and that. You got to set up flight plans. You can't just hop into a plane and fly locally.
There's a lot less visual flight.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot less
yeah.
accessible.
More commercial, just pretty much all doing commercial stuff.
Yeah, but you can do like training in like little Cessnas and that stuff. But
yeah, that's the cool thing here is like the ultralight rules, or I think they call it Sport Pilot now. But I don't need a license to. I can buy an ultralight kit and build it myself, and you don't need a license to fly it, which is crazy.
There's a channel I follow called Trent Palmer. And he flies bush planes around Nevada and Reno.
Oh yeah,
kind of area.
I know that guy. He's awesome.
And just the footage that he creates with these planes is just insane. He's like a professional drone pilot and he flies planes for fun. But he just goes to all these different aviation meetups and that stuff, and that's how I kind of been following a lot of that and just watching that.
That's like a whole culture, the bush plane guys. Or they're like backcountry, they can land on riverbeds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they fly everywhere.
Yeah.
Here's my first plane.
Oh, I finished my first one. Mine was a lot simpler.
So
this is a design I used back in school.
You just fly it around your office.
I learned this when I was like 8 or 9, but it's got this little kite thing and then it flies, apparently. Let's take a video of me tomorrow of flying these.
Yeah, do it. Put it on your... you guys post these on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, you should take some videos of you flying them as well, and then I can put together a little montage.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Montage, yeah.
Montage.
What is happening with this?
Yeah, if anyone in the chat
wrong.
has any questions for Eric, any interesting stories about flying and that, pop them into the comment section. What is it? Where can people get your planes?
So I have a website, and I just sell the digital files. So if you have a desktop printer, 3daeroventures.com. Yeah, go to shop. I've only got a few available and then a couple more coming. But there's the one I'm building right now, that Infinity Wing. Yeah, so $30 and you get the full digital package, and it comes with like the G code, the STL files if you want to do your own slicing, and then I use Simplify 3D as my slicer.
Yep.
And so it comes with the factory files. If others use Simplify 3D, they can tweak the factory files. So, and then the other one that's available is that one's coming up next. And then
I think that's the one we saw at World, was the Chipmunk.
Yeah. So I've flown that one. I've got some video footage. It flies awesome. I'm just tweaking the design. And then that's a little micro one. If you go to the last picture, it'll show you the size.
Oh, yeah.
See, I really want to get a little micro plane and actually fly it around. But like, I've got FPV drones, and flying those line of sight is the hardest thing ever.
It is weird, yeah.
Because you gotta think really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like doing
that.
With
planes, with the airplanes, the reaction time has to be a little quicker.
Yeah, because when I got my drones, it was an FPV drone, and I didn't get goggles yet, and I was trying to practice by line of sight because most drawers say, get that right and you'll be fine. And I couldn't get it right. Got myself a pair of goggles, put myself in those goggles, and it was like I was playing a video game. It was just...
Yeah.
It was just natural.
You'd probably, since you've been doing flight simulators and stuff since you were a kid, you'd probably pick it up pretty fast.
Yeah, like any kind of game, like GTA San Andreas, for example, had very fun planes to fly around.
Yeah.
The base is like throughout the game, you eventually get to a point where you have to do flight training and you've got to get your license. And once you got your license, you can get access to the airports. But I figured out a way, if you park a car at a specific area, you can jump over the fence and you can get a plane.
Yeah. Right.
And
that's the Kirby way.
Before I even left the first city in the game, I already had my pilot's license, because you gain experience as you fly. And I'd flown so much that I'd earned enough experience that way. Which is kind of awkward when I came to the mission where I had to get my license. But yeah, like any game that has any form of flying, Battlefield, GTA 5.
Yeah. You've been into that.
What's it? Star Wars and that stuff. All over it. And now with the new Microsoft Flight Simulator came out a few weeks ago, I've been going absolutely nuts in there.
Yeah, I've been itching to get that.
It's so good.
How many planes come in the package?
So standard, it comes with, I think, 8 or 9 planes, but there's like 3 different packages you get. But 8 or 9, the standard one, you get a A320. There's a 747 you can fly. Those are the commercial flights, and there's quite a few Cessnas and jet planes, and there's a couple of Cubs that you can fly as well.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun. Like, I'm enjoying the small planes and just kind of hopping over to different interesting areas. And because of the way that the software's API is working, and the way it uses maps and photogrammetry just to kind of create the topology, as well as like information from all over the internet to build the world.
That's the amazing part. Like,
you can literally, take off somewhere, follow a road to somewhere, and find exactly where you're looking for, because it looks probably about 90% of it. What it does with buildings is it auto generates the facade and that, but the general shape is the same and the roof is the same.
Yeah, I mean, the scenery that they do with those nowadays is incredible, and the weather.
Yeah, the weather is crazy. There was that hurricane moving in towards the States last week. And people because the weather system in the flight simulator was picking up that hurricane, people were flying into it and just flying around and going to experience.
Do like live weather on the.
So it tracks live weather.
Nice. That's cool.
So people going to this hurricane to see how flight simulator generates it.
Yeah.
And basically people are flying through hurricanes to see what it's like to fly through hurricane conditions. And
they're doing actual training with it.
Well, sort of. It's just people messing around.
Oh, I got you.
Like, I want to eventually get a yoke and a little throttle in that. But they're literally sold out.
Me the other day there's like a shortage of them.
You go anywhere online, even the original manufacturers, and they're all sold out of yokes, joysticks. Even you go on eBay and people are selling them for like 100 to 200 pounds.
That's awesome.
Double what they're worth. I should actually fold an airplane.
It's funny, man. Oh, nice.
Next one's done.
Good.
Do a hard one now, Johnny.
This one was, let me hang on, I'll have a look. What was it called? I don't even know. Fast glider. It was a medium.
Oh, so they have different levels of difficulty?
Yeah, just to the right of that, Johnny, you've got the arrow.
You're the expert. I'm tempted. I've discovered, Kirby, that your American website is working on American paper sizes.
There's a difference.
Yeah, what's the standard paper size in Europe?
A4.
A4 standard rather than whatever yours is, like Office or something.
That's the same. A4 is standard here. But it's measured in inches.
I blame
Kirby. Fast Hawk.
Yeah. 8.5 inches by 11 is standard.
Fold the top down about 2 inches. I'm going to have to measure these.
I've not been bothering measuring.
Johnny, what have you been watching of late?
Nothing of great note. What was I watching earlier? Him and Her on the British iPlayer, because I'm a licensee holder.
What, you've got a TV license?
Yeah, I'm legit. Why?
What is that?
It's basically a money-making racket.
You pay money to watch TV, but then you pay for the service as well of watching TV. Basically, you pay the BBC X amount per year to be able to watch TV.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But if you're using streaming services like Netflix and that stuff, you don't need
one.
A TV licenses. If you're watching any live broadcast television.
Oh, you just call them licenses there? So we can get like cable television.
I know this is on top of cable and satellite.
No, this is on top of.
Interesting.
It's the worst thing. Like in South Africa, it's even worse. Like you cannot buy a TV without a TV license.
Huh.
Oh,
Interesting.
really? Bloody robots.
But now with like streaming and all that, you can get around it.
Yeah, if you're watching like an online streaming thing, it's fine as long as it's not like catch up TV.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch catch-up TV except for BBC. BBC is the only catch-up TV and streaming service that you need a license for.
Okay.
But all they do is they ask you for your email address. And if they turn up, they just tell you that you should have a license. You just tell them,
Gotcha.
no. Like, there's no way they can't actually come into your place to search or anything. It's kind of...
Yeah. All right, I'm about to start using the soldering iron.
Oh, wow, you're getting fancy.
Yeah, have you ever used these? Kirby, you do a lot of 3D printing. They're little, like, threaded inserts. They're brass.
Yeah, the heat threaded inserts. Yeah, they're good. They're very useful.
Yeah, they're sweet. So I use them for all the being able to screw the wings on and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was working at my mini factory, kind of what made them really, really moist was...
What a term. What a term.
They always wanted designs that required no glue, no assembly, but they would want something as big as your plane, but like them it's all clicking together.
Oh, cool.
And it's just like
snap together stuff?
You can't really do that very well. And all I wanted to do was just throw in thread inserts and reinforcements and that stuff. And when I was making swords, I eventually just did it. Made a really strong sword with a rod down the middle.
Uh-huh.
And it became super popular. And all of a sudden they're like, yeah, this is a good idea. I'm like, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that sword. You use like acrylic rods, right? To reinforce stuff?
I use threaded rods, actually. Because we're dealing with 3D printing.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3D printing, it's not perfectly flat. You've got a lot of grooves.
Right.
Mix that up together with a threaded rod, which has a lot of grooves as well. What happens is the glue gets in between those two kind of grooves and it holds better.
Yeah,
I found with smooth rod, you can pull it out quite easily.
Yeah. Once your glue cracks, the whole thing just comes out.
Yep, that makes sense.
Have you been watching anything interesting, Eric?
Man, I've been watching some old stuff. My wife and I are rewatching The Office right now.
Oh yeah, I love The Office.
So good.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Well, there's a show in the U.S. called New Girl.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think it might be on Netflix over here.
Yeah, it's funny. But new stuff. I'm excited about Mandalorian season 2.
Oh yeah, there was a They announced a date for that now.
Yeah, it's like November, I think, right?
I think it might be October here.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I used my kids as an excuse to get Disney Plus a couple months ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
We watched
last night.
We watched it before, because we didn't get Disney Plus until what? How long? Like,
was it March? I want to say March.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it very, very late because there's a network here called Sky, and they had a deal with Disney that they would have all the exclusive Marvel content.
Yeah, they had some licensing agreements, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and then Disney says, okay, cool, but you got your thing, but we're going to release it as well. So that's a big legal kind of spiel because of that.
Yeah.
Accordion Falls.
The movies they had like license agreements with Netflix. They couldn't release them on Disney Plus until Netflix's contract
things
was
had
up.
expired. Yeah,
it
was basically like that, but there was so much stuff in Europe that I think they just gave up for a few months.
Yeah.
Which isn't very Disney. Normally, we'll take you to court over it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We've got all the money.
Yeah. Mouse money.
Mouse money.
Accordion folds the top side rectangles to get it.
Dude,
in shape.
I hate that word. I've been accordion folding my life away over here.
What is an accordion fold?
So you fold it, and then you open it up and fold it back in on itself, so it makes like a sticky up bit.
Oh. I would have thought you'd fold it like different directions with each fold, so it looks like an accordion. Like you can open it up like an accordion.
Kind of.
You would
but
think
I
that.
don't know. You'd think logically.
So do you ever use Solidworks simulation to test your planes in that?
No, that's too smart for me. Actually,
No flow simulation is.
I like to just
That's why that
throw
one
it.
tried to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. It makes for more entertaining content. No, there's some specialized software that you can do aerodynamics testing and flow simulation and stuff like that. So I'm sure I'll get into that at some point. But just keeping it simple for now.
It would be interesting to see if the design that you'd come up with was sort of the most efficient design, or whether you can still improve more. Obviously, you've done like design iteration style where you just trial and error everything.
Right,
until
but I
it
don't have
works.
any like math behind how efficient it is.
No, yeah, that's it. Like just to see whether your iterations of design had actually come up with the most suitable solution or whatever.
Yeah,
Would be quite cool to do.
there's aerospace companies that have like conceptualized similar designs, like similar wing designs.
Yeah.
So I think eventually there'll be some sort of either military or commercial application with that kind of joint wing.
I mean, if you watch flight tests content, like they never really test their stuff. They just have a basic knowledge of how an airplane will work. Where the center of mass should be, where how much thrust that should need to pick up X amount of weight. They just have. I think that just comes down from crashing a lot.
Yeah, they do. The nice thing, because they build with foam board, and that stuff's so light, they can at least do like glide tests before they put a motor
Fully
on it
commit.
and try to fly. Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of comments on my YouTube channel about like, why don't you just do a glide test before you just launch it at full power? But if I did that with a 3D printed plane, if I just chunk it, it'll crumble when it goes around. So that's kind of the limitation with 3D printed planes. They're not super robust.
You haven't thought about trying to make like miniature versions?
Yeah. Like I could, make a miniature version out of foam board first to test it. That's a good idea. But again, a little too smart for me.
Yeah. Jonny, how are you doing these paper planes? Because I'm struggling.
Well, I'm just following the basic instructions. I've got that one done, and this one.
Because I'm trying to go from
and another one.
this step to that step.
Yeah. Hang on, which one is it? I might be able to give you some advice. What's it called?
Fast talk. It's expert level.
Yeah, there's a shock. Right, what step are you on?
You can mute
Step
me.
9.
Step 9. Yeah, what's the problem?
Don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do. So you're at step 8 currently.
No, I finished step 8. So that was easy. That was easy.
you're
Wait,
at
let
step
me
9.
look at the next. I'm going to make like a paper boat. What?
We'll just fold the end over. For me, that's all you've got to do between step 9 and 10 is fold the end up. Yeah?
No, but it's like crease the sides. Because if I just do that, it doesn't look like that.
Hang on, I'll catch up. You always ruin my best laid plans. Right, what are we doing? Step 1, fold it 2 inches down. Did you measure this?
Yes.
I've not. Fold the sheet in half vertically. Is that with the corner still folded over, mate, or not?
Yes.
You can tell I had a misspent youth. Fold the top right corner down onto the left edge.
Sorry, I was muted there for a while. I was filing very loudly.
No problem.
I probably got, if Danny's in, that probably got Danny all excited. He loves a good sound.
He loves a good bit of sandage.
Yeah.
Step 5, open the sheet back up as shown. Do what now? Yep. Accordion fold the top.
Yeah, it's
Do
not
what?
that easy, is it, Johnny?
Yeah, quiet you.
You guys done any test flights yet in your office?
Not yet.
Just across the room that you're in?
I threw mine at the screen. That counts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I figured it out. It looks nothing like what it should, but I think I figured it out. That should resemble that.
What have you been watching, Kirby?
So, what have we been watching? We just started the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe from
From scratch. Oh, man.
from the start in chronological order.
So you're doing
So we
chronological instead of like when it was released?
Yeah. So we just did. We started it last night. We watched Captain America.
Yeah.
Next one is Captain Marvel, which we started off today.
Okay.
Pretty good. I'm quite
Sweet.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. My son's 8. What age would you think would be good to like get your kid
Start.
in now? Maybe a little later.
It is a bit dark. Like,
Yeah, especially
Depends
like
on attention span.
Oh, he's
as well.
super into movies, so he would watch the whole movies. It's just from a like.
the thing is, like with Marvel and that, is there's a lot of talking and a lot of,
yeah,
not much going on in between.
yeah. I definitely wouldn't do. I just went blank.
Star Wars.
Yes, no. He's watched all the Star Wars,
Good.
but the Marvel with Star-Lord and
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit adult themed.
Yeah.
I think that will work.
How are you getting on, Kirby?
I'm going to see if this works. I just went straight down. See if this one
Straight
works.
down.
No, this one works.
Not bad.
I'm wearing socks, so I don't have grip.
Which one was that you just threw?
The one I just built, as well as the one I just built. Let me grab them.
I don't know what's going on with this
So
one.
this is called the. Let me.
Oh, whoa. Sweet.
It's called the Fast Hawk. That one just basically.
Yeah.
This is one from when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, that one ought to fly pretty well.
Yeah, this one gets some good.
Good distance. I'm quite happy with
yours,
my little.
Johnny?
How do they fly? I don't
Come on, give us a flight test.
Let me tell you what they are first. What have we got? Fast glider. That one was a bit dodgy to build. That one I think was just called origami or something like that. And what was this one? Starwing. Oh, it was meant to fold the ends up.
Good.
It's okay. I've spotted it. Spotted it just in time. Okay. That was a no.
You might actually need to stand up.
Yeah, that one was decent.
You should stand by your door and throw it towards your printers.
Yeah.
He never asks too much of me, does he?
I feel like it's asking a lot to just stand up.
Oh, just dropped. Elegant.
Good
Needs more
entertainment.
iterations.
Yeah.
The wedge plane. Let's give that one a try.
Ooh, Eric's putting wires in.
Oh, yeah, we're getting electronic over here.
So how long does it take you to build a plane?
So, not including all the printing time, just putting it together takes, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, maybe.
That's not bad, really.
Bad. Yeah. Probably like 35, 40 pieces. But even print the wheels and everything. I think I've got a tire. Yeah. So I'll print the tires out of TPU. So it's got a little bit of sponge to it.
That's cool. So like paper cuts all around.
None yet, Chris.
Surprising. None yet. That is
Yeah, we
the
gotta-
worst pain ever. Like,
Yeah.
That's when you get it right in here. Right in between your thumb.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
you do that?
like in between a couple fingers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
Or on the inside of your fold.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that sore, it's just inconvenient.
I've gone for a lovely classic.
Just go with
Apparently,
it.
apparently you're bound to paper cut yourself, Johnny.
I know, Chris is always full of such encouragement for me. He knows me so well.
Oh,
I feel like you're quite accident bound, Johnny.
I don't have that many accidents, really. It's just when I have them, they're usually pretty decent and highlighted for years to come.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Eric, you were at that CSWE party.
Where you hurt your ankle?
Yes.
I don't think I was at that one. But I really wish I
you
was.
I know
That was
Rob Maldonado was there. But he was
Oh,
in
yeah.
like the VIP area that was like upstairs overlooking it, so you got like a decent view of it.
Oh, he had the
High-rise
best
view of you.
That's
All right,
awesome.
Kirby, you were insured.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sure.
You weren't.
It would have been better if, like, It was the year you guys did the magic wheelchair. You could have just driven that around because you actually needed it.
I feel like that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. Very ironic. Are you guys going to do another one?
Hopefully. We want to, don't we? So
We were planning to, but with COVID, we
Yeah.
can't really do it.
For sure.
We're planning to do it for the next World, but because World is going all virtual,
Yeah,
so we're going to be doing our own thing this year for World.
that's cool.
Johnny and I are basically going to try and get the podcast involved in a
Do some live chat.
unofficial way, an unofficial capacity.
Okay.
Um,
Kind of like that.
Just so that we
had
can-
that Hive, right? We could do like an online Hive meetup type of thing.
Something like that, yeah.
similar. We're still working it all out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hopefully, it'll all come off pretty nicely.
Yeah, we're going to chat with Sean and try and get something done
That's cool.
officially.
Well, yeah, it'll be a bummer not to be there in person, but at least we're
Yeah,
getting
it's mine and Kirby's yearly week of making sure everyone has a decent time.
Yeah, your week of binging.
Pretty much.
No, it's regular.
Well, our plan is to get together in the UK
Yeah, the two of you.
during that week and
Yeah.
create content
Yeah.
around World.
Luke's there in the UK too, right?
Yeah.
He's quite close to Johnny.
Okay, cool.
It was supposed to be easy.
None
Guess
of
what?
these have
Not.
been easy thus far.
Yeah, I want to see a good flight video tomorrow.
I might get up on the roof at work and just absolutely launch it.
I give up.
Do you guys observe Labor Day? I think that's a U.S. thing.
US, yeah.
Yeah, we got tomorrow off.
Oh, you lucky.
Oh, you got. I took tomorrow off.
Oh, nice.
All right, just me then, hey?
Yeah. Ooh, this one requires cutting.
Yeah, mine did.
No, like proper fancy cutting.
Yeah, mine did. Wherever it is, the fancy one with the nice tail on the end of it.
The UFO.
No, not the UFO. The fast glider.
Was that marble? How long did that marble thing take you guys to build?
Probably a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it was because it cost probably about 40 pounds, I think, 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did it like an hour and a half on the first episode, and the second episode was another hour, so that's 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And then we did like an hour or two off screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then we had like, what, 20 minutes putting it together, the final thing. And then we made them work.
It's quite interesting. Like it needs little to no glue or anything. You just everything snaps together, unless you're Johnny, where you snap it in half and need to glue it.
Okay, there was some operator error.
It needs
That's where
to
the
fly
accelerator
more
came
than
into play.
227 feet to beat the world record of longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, Chris is dropping the facts again.
Yeah, or he's just googling it.
There could be that fact.
Wow.
Come on, Chris, which one is it?
Tell the truth. We don't like liars.
Is he your heckler every week or what?
Johnny's heckler.
He's my heckler most weeks, yeah.
Your life heckler?
Not quite life.
That wouldn't be bad to have just someone that follows you around and heckles you, just kind of keeps you modest.
People would think you were like some amazing person if you had a guy that followed you around and just tried to put you down a few pegs constantly.
Yeah.
I feel like if that happens, we've made it.
Yeah. No, once you can become a celebrity, you just have a bunch of yes men that tell you you're right about everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Be right back. Be right back.
Burp.
Burp.
Wait until you see what I'm making now.
What are you making?
Oh no, you'll see. Hang on, I'm stuck. It was going well, but now there's like a weird thing and it makes no sense.
Oh, that's what you want to go do. Another beer. Yeah. I always fall behind on the beers.
You see, because I always like triple park just so I don't have to leave.
No, you see, Chris, because you Googled it, you don't see him as kind of like
intelligent
with it. I thought like that's just one thing, like special fact you had was just you just knew how long the world record for paper airplane was.
Well, I put my wires in the wrong way, so.
It's not the core podcast until people make mistakes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you grew up loving aviation and that stuff. What made you decide to, one, make your own planes, and two, tell people about it?
Yeah. So it kind of comes back to my relationship with SolidWorks. And you guys have been a part of this too, but I used to make YouTube content for SolidWorks, like tutorial type stuff.
Yeah, you made some pretty cool stuff. You did like a lot of jewelry stuff.
Yeah,
well.
I was an engineer for a jewelry company at the time, and so they would buy the content from me and then just publish it under their name, under their own YouTube channel.
Yep.
And then last year they approached me about basically saying, hey, we want to sponsor your own channel. Come up with something you can do with SolidWorks that you're passionate about, and we'll just sponsor your channel and you can own the content. So this was kind of the natural thing for me to use SolidWorks, something that I'm super passionate about. Like I would honestly do it without them sponsoring me, which I'm going to continue to do. But so yeah, that's kind of how it came to be. And then that led to like me being able to kind of be a bigger part of SolidWorks World last year, or 3D Experience World last year, and get on stage.
Yeah, you on main stage, which is great.
Which was sweet. So that event's become really impactful, I think, in a lot of people's lives.
You're on stage on the third day, I think.
Yeah, and it was like a customer spotlight type of thing.
Yeah.
So they brought in a bunch of people that are customers that are doing unique things with the software.
That was the day that we got freaked out by a boom pole.
By what?
That's not a good thing. That was really trippy.
So like that was the Wednesday, so the night after the special event.
Yeah.
Johnny and I went to the club. We stayed at the club till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Like our latest night, and that's the night that Johnny got the drunkest.
They were open that late?
Yeah,
for us.
Gene Aldine's up the top. The bar was so packed that when the event finished, they just opened up the bar and just stayed open because it was packed already.
Sick. Oh, that was the special event night?
Yeah.
So Johnny,
I think we got in about 4 a.m.
Yeah, Johnny got like ridiculously drunk. It was great. Well, not ridiculous. He got drunk. And then
safe.
That day we were with Rachel's people and then at the back on the side, and we were in the back row, and they had a boom operator, a guy with a camera on the boom pole.
Yeah.
But like where we were sitting, he was right behind us. So like we sitting there, and you've got this massive pole coming across you, and you just see this thing in your peripherals above you.
It was so bad.
And because we so hungover, it was just like we couldn't handle. Like it made us feel nauseous.
Yeah.
So like that
Just watching the boom guy?
that main stage event, we kind of we didn't spend too much time focusing. Always going, just like
We were just trying not to die.
I think
it's
Ed
understandable.
Debo was also kind of like, I'm not having this.
It's understandable. There we go.
The King Bee.
What are you choosing next, Kirby?
The King Bee.
I made a swan thing.
Are you doing origami now?
It was on the
Swan
list.
thing? Is that what it's called, or is that your name for it?
Well, it didn't quite turn out, so I'm calling it a swan thing. It's like a mutant swan.
Okay.
I just did a UFO.
If that flies, I will literally buy you around. Yeah.
Do it again.
If it
What did
flies,
you say, Johnny?
if it flies well, I will buy you a round of beer.
Oh, straight up.
Straight back.
Needs a little nose weight.
Not sure we can class that as flying well.
Have you ever tried remote controlled helicopters, Rick?
Yeah, I have one.
They are hard.
Yeah, it's a lot different than planes. But they're fun once you get used to it. It's kind of like a drone is kind of a mix between a plane and a helicopter as far as the controls go. But they're not as stable as a drone.
Chris says you just watched the Infinity Wing video when you crashed it.
Ouch. Yeah. Could have been worse.
That's the thing that's leading me not really, like, I want to get into remote control planes, but that's what's kind of driving me away from it is...
Yeah, the crashing.
It is quite an expensive thing to get into because you need
Yeah.
a plane, you need the receivers, you need all that stuff, and then you need a place to fly, and you need people to tell you how to fly. You can't just go and do your thing. There are some like RC simulators where you can connect your actual controller to and that. So I did that with my drone, but it just doesn't feel the same because they aren't tuned the same as your plane.
Yeah, it's a good start, but even though, like, that software is expensive too. I mean, it's a couple $100 to get the software with the remote control. But check out, there's a lot of planes from a company called Horizon Hobby, and I'm pretty sure they probably ship to the UK. But they've got a lot of good, like, starter planes, foam. I'd start with something that's foam, or even just buying one of Flight Test's kits. That's probably the best way to start.
Horizon Hobby.
Yeah. And you know, Flight Test has kits, or you can download plans for free and cut out your own parts out of foam board.
One thing I like about their kits is that it is one that you build yourself, and it's the foam kits.
Yeah.
So you do learn a lot more about your airplane.
For
that
sure.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like doing stuff that way.
Yeah. That'd be a good episode for you guys, is get one of those foam board kits, and you can put them together pretty quick. All right.
That could be
fun. That, Kirby. We need to get some foam board planes in this place.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
You've got lots of open space by you, Johnny.
Yeah, I got loads. We go to the beach.
Yep. Just a grassy field. Yeah, beach would be awesome.
My dog keeps stealing my planes because I can't be asked to pick them up.
That doesn't sound like you, Kirby. You're the epitome of good health.
He's having a good time.
What's
That's
your
their
dog's
STEM
name?
models.
What's your dog's name, Kirby?
His name is Loki.
Loki.
I like that one.
I like that.
Yeah, like $30 for a Versawing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't come with components.
That's the expensive part, the radio and stuff.
Well, I've got a radio drones. I think that you use the same kind of bindings. You've got the accelerator on the left with the yaw, and then you got your pitch and your roll on the right.
Yep.
That's I think that's mode 2, which is like the most common.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. And then mode 1, I think, switches the aileron and the rudder. I think. Got my fuselage down.
Nice.
I'm accordion folding again.
Yeah, I've just done some. They're a bit confusing.
I'm not. My daughter's making a cameo. You want to come say hi?
Are you on FaceTime?
Yeah. Were you swimming?
Yeah.
Say hi.
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 Hey, how you doing?
Right there.
He's wearing the same suit. Never mind.
Look, they're building paper airplanes.
Well, we're trying to.
Yeah. You fly one. Fly that one, Kirby.
I think this one crashes and burns.
Make the screen big.
He looks like the one from Dude Perfect.
He looks like the guy from Dude Perfect.
The one in the
That's the ultimate compliment right there. There you go. Nice. Okay, run away. Go read some books.
now.
Now my dog is intrigued because he hears.
Yeah. That one looked like it flew pretty good.
Here's my child.
Your fur baby. Nice. What kind of dog is that?
He's a Pomeranian.
Yeah. They're
He's
cute.
staring at my paper airplanes.
Eat them, Loki. Eat them.
Did you have dogs growing up?
Yeah, mostly cats in South Africa, but
Yeah.
I like little dogs.
lions and tigers and stuff.
Yeah, basically. My giraffe field.
Yeah. That's cool.
I have actually gone and taken cheetahs for walks.
What?
Yeah, there's a photo of that.
That's cool.
Johnny, you got a lot of paper airplanes.
Yeah, man, you're rocking them.
I don't know how many I have because my dog keeps chewing them.
Oh, there's about another 4 or 5 on the floor, but I don't really think the duck swan thing's gonna fly.
It does
Whoa.
say decorative.
Oh, it does? What?
I didn't read that.
Weird.
Where's it
Then
say
it's
that?
just origami, right? It's not a paper airplane.
There's the good one. Yeah.
Does it say
Let
decorative?
me find this
Oh,
photo.
yeah, maybe it does.
All right, I'm sanding again.
Ooh, boy. Oh, that one's good, man. I've hacked the system. Ooh.
Yeah, do a long flight.
Pro.
That's some pretty good airtime.
Better. Sorry, Kirby. You're out on this round.
You have to fold these again. Yep. That's me and my wife walking a cheetah.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, pretty gentle.
Yeah, basically it's their daily walk and their exercise as they take them out. So they've got like this big open area where they just walk freely, and basically you just hold on a lead. The rule is if it starts to run, you let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Wouldn't have guessed that one, bro.
That's a good call.
Yeah, they're pretty timid because they get fed so well. They've got no reason to kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, then
do
not
anything.
hungry.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
I mean it's a park that if you were to think, I'll figure this out. You think kind of like Joe Exotic, the
Yeah.
Tiger King,
Mm-hmm.
but in a more conservation type of thing, not as eccentric.
Not money-making, not as American.
So a lot of these cheetahs are ones that have been rescued and can't be taken back to the wild. So they have lions as well, but it's the cheetahs you can walk, and they look after them and basically you pay to do this, and they use that money to go back to the conservation.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
My dog just
Dude, that's a big improvement.
He's actually chewing him up.
yeah, he's having a great time.
Nice.
What else did you guys get up to this weekend?
So I oiled my dick.
Your what?
His dick.
Oh. I thought that was like a nightly thing.
No, I sat and oiled my dick and painted the back wall and that. Well,
Nah, Kirby
a
doesn't
lot
oil
of
it
a lot of
much.
dick work this morning.
Yeah, there must
I'll
be
give
some
half.
sort of. I'm hearing something different with the accent or something.
That's the point.
Yeah. That's the point, eh?
Okay, I'm going to finish with an easy one because I can't even get a medium.
Ah, dude, you should have gone for the origami duck. That's mine, like, successful. The rest are in the bin.
Really? Are you threw some away?
Well, I didn't throw them away. They threw themselves away. They were that bad.
Where's the one that went over there?
Which one are you going for, Kirby?
Tailspin.
Oh, nice.
Tailspin. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's quite a simple one. Yeah, you should be able
Only
to
got a
manage
few
that.
teeth marks in it.
Did you guys ever watch DuckTales?
DuckTales. Yes.
DuckTales. Ooh.
Wasn't there a guy named Tailspin? In some
Tailspin.
cartoon.
I think so.
In some cartoon, there's a guy named Tailspin.
Johnny looks like one of Johnny's looks like the USS Defiant. What is the USS?
Which one, Chris?
What is the USS Defiant?
Nice.
Whoa.
Which one's that then, Johnny?
I don't know.
Well, there's a
from
picture
Star
of the.
Trek. So if I'm guessing rightly, which is probably me, because he knows how much I love Star Trek.
I have never watched Star Trek.
Mine was
I've never
sarcastic,
been.
mate. Don't bother.
So is it basically Star Wars or Star Trek? You can't be into both.
No, you got to choose one or the other.
Okay.
Now, if you choose wrong, then
Then you're
See you
dead to
later.
you. I'm dead to you.
Okay, Kirby, I've finished Tailspin.
No way.
Yeah?
How?
How? It's like a basic paper aeroplane.
Does yours spin then?
I don't know. Hang on. It will if you fold the things on the end like you're meant to.
It's supposed to just spin around.
Yep, spins perfect. It's supposed to like go long distance but spin while it does it. Yeah.
It's cool.
Good effort. Oh, he's gone to retrieve that one. He must like it.
When was the last time you guys built paper airplanes?
Actually, not too long ago. I sometimes do it at work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This isn't the
I mean,
first time.
My old post-it notes.
This isn't the first time you've stolen paper from your workplace.
No.
Johnny, you got quite the collection then. That's mine.
Hang on, there's more.
Nice. Did you fly the Swan yet?
Yeah, it was like a bit of a clay pigeon shoot.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not as bad as you think.
Nice.
So I've got the UFO, that one, my own one. My dog chewed that one. Got another one.
Dog's vicious.
He's having a great time with it though, so I'm not going to stop him. And paper isn't toxic for himself. He can have fun.
Danny's
There we
answered
go.
the question.
It was a separate cartoon about a tailspin, about a pilot that I think was Baloo the bear. I don't think his name is Baloo, but he flew a big wooden seaplane called
Yeah.
What was it called?
Hang on.
I need to research this. Also, how you doing, Danny?
Yeah, he flew a big yellow and red seaplane. And there was another little bear that was like his co-pilot.
It was based on
It was
Baloo
based on Baloo.
Yeah.
from El Disney Channel or El Jungle Book.
Love that cartoon, man.
It was a Lego version.
What? Sweet. Yeah, Flight Test made one. Look up Flight Test. They duplicated that.
They duplicate all the planes.
Yeah.
What was the bear's name? Baloo. It was Baloo.
Baloo.
Yeah.
No, it was a spin-off of Baloo from the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Nice. I love the Jungle Book.
10 points to Gryffindor.
No, we don't do Harry Potter.
Oh, Danny does Harry Potter.
Oh, does he?
He's got a wall of wands. Eric, what's your thoughts of Harry Potter?
My thoughts on Harry Potter?
Yes.
Entertaining,
Eric's
but
put in some very concentrated words.
I'm good. I liked watching it once, but I wouldn't go back and like watch the movies again.
Yeah, it's a non-returner for me.
Yeah, like with Marvel, I'll watch them all the time.
Yep.
But or Star Wars or stuff like that. But
What do you think of Pirates of the Caribbean?
haven't seen all of them.
What?
Did they stay good? Like the later movies? Were they good?
The first
Not
one's
as
the
good.
best. The first couple or whatever, but they're entertaining, but they're not rewatches. Like you can watch the first one a few times and not get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny's got 100. Danny's got 32 ones. I think most of them he printed and painted and finished himself. I don't know if he's bought many of them.
Sweet.
Yeah, Danny's not a fan. I'm not going to highlight that comment.
No, I wouldn't.
But Danny doesn't like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jeez. Passionate. Alright, this wing's done. Got one of the control surfaces.
Nice.
So how does the control surface work then?
Yeah, so I can show you. There's a hole in there. See, this is the right wing.
Little servo or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's a turbo. It has a control horn. There you go. Servo's got a little control horn that just mounts on this removable door and plops right into there.
Oh, so it's quite hidden. It doesn't stick out.
Yeah, just the control horn sticks out, so it's pretty aerodynamic. And then there's another control horn on the Elevon control surface, and then it's just hooked up with a little steel rod.
And then obviously you have your like spring adjustment on it or whatever.
Yeah, the radio, the remote control, you can like do fine adjustments to get it nice and trimmed.
Yep.
Yeah. So pretty simple.
You kids into the planes as much as you are?
No, I've introduced my son to it a little bit. The first video I did, he and I took like a foam glider, those big giant foam gliders.
Yep.
Yes.
And turned it into an RC plane. So he had, honestly, I think he had more fun just making the video than actually working on the plane. He was pretty good on camera and stuff. But yeah, he hasn't gotten super into it like I am.
Yeah, I mean, like, kids have cameras in there. Yeah, there's a camera everywhere. It's quite easy for them to be comfortable in front of
I know
one.
these days, yeah. I have let him fly my drone some, and he's been super into that. So I'm sure I'll get him his own drone sometime soon.
Have you just got the DJI?
Yeah. And I'm sure to be there right next to him when he's flying it, very wide open space.
I mean, to be fair, to crash a DJI, you've got to be really, really dumb.
Yeah.
Like, they're possible to crash.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah.
The quality of the video is awesome, too.
Yeah, but FPV is a lot of fun. Like, I've got 2 FPV drones, a 5-inch and a tiny Whoop, which is about that big, which is great. Like, I can fly that indoors. Not very well, but I can fly them indoors.
You can do it, theoretically.
I crash them a lot. Like, all my drones at the moment, except for the DJI, are literally in pieces, and I've got to fix them.
Yep. Which DJI do you have?
I think it's the Air. First Air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they take pretty good video too, don't they? HD.
Yeah, I've got the Mavic Air, the first one. Yeah, it takes 4K. It's got the 3-axis gimbal. It's foldable. It's basically a miniature Mavic.
Okay, that's cool.
But I haven't flown it in a while because, actually a whole year, because it's last time I flew it, I was in Spain, and that was almost exactly a year ago.
Okay.
Like, I bought it to take away with me to places to fly while I'm away.
Mm-hmm. Is he small enough to just pack in your backpack or something?
Yeah, it's easy to take, and it's common enough that you don't really get stopped with it.
Yeah, it's a small enough LiPo battery and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever like restrictions there with flying with LiPo batteries?
Not LiPo, but just flying in general.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you have to have a license now. Well, not really. It's like you fill in a test and they give you a license.
Yeah. But I meant like on a if you're taking a commercial flight, can you carry on LiPo batteries?
Oh, right. I'm not sure what the rules are for that.
Yeah. Here you have
I don't think you can check them. anymore.
No, it's got to go in your hold luggage.
Yeah.
But yeah, your drone has to be registered to you,
Hmm. Yeah, that's how it is here too.
and you got to have like a license for it as well.
Yeah. So which plane's been your favorite so far?
This one was pretty cool.
The UFO one?
Yeah, just because it's the shape. I need to fly it outside to get really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
how it
quite
actually
similar
goes.
to this one. I just folded this one, which just kind of dive bombed as well.
Here, I'm gonna send you a link to a.
They're all Noble One collections. Noble collection ones. That's like the fancy ones. Danny. Danny, your collection just keeps growing. Johnny, your collection just keeps growing.
Dude, I've stopped. I've been taking a break.
Fingers hurt?
Nah, not too bad. I kept mine simple. Didn't go for the crazy difficult ones like Kirby and then just bin them.
Yeah, I took it. I went a completely wrong way about it.
I'm gonna send you a link to another paper airplane that's kind of cool. Let's see.
You been busy at work, Johnny? Because you never message me back.
I've been busy, yeah. I calmed down a little bit this week, but still busy.
You still going to Spain? Or are you still...
What, Portugal?
Not Spain, Portugal. I always get those two mixed up.
At the minute, yeah. Just every day as it comes with it at the minute.
From the studio tour. How many times have you done the studio tour? Have you, Eric, have you been to the Harry Potter studio thing in Los Angeles?
No. I would love to, though. I've only been to LA for the SolidWorks events.
Didn't you break away to go and do any of that?
No, I didn't do a ton of like sight. I went to the beach. But yeah, I didn't do sightseeing.
Comment there for you, Eric. What infill and wall count do you commonly use with your models?
What infill and wall counts? No infill, because the rib structure is already designed into the CAD file. And then
expand
the
your
perimeter.
thing again.
Yeah. The perimeters are anywhere between 1 and 2. So you can see if I hold it up to the light, it's kind of see-through. That's like a 1 perimeter wall. And then the inside's totally hollow. So really lightweight.
I guess that's the key for the model airplanes is you
It's a
you got to
balance.
try and keep them as light as possible.
Yeah, lightweight but still strong enough. So like a 2 perimeter wall is really strong actually, but it ends up being pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of design key areas like with this wing. See if I can hold it up in the right spot. You can see this first chunk is a little bit darker.
Yep.
So
like
it's
the
obviously
wing,
thicker.
yeah, the root of the wing I'll design to be 2 layers or 2 perimeters thick just for added strength, and then it'll go to 1 layer on the outside. So just trying to
It's
balance.
very cool the way that the light shines through that you can see the structure.
Yeah, some people print them in like a clear PLA. It actually looks pretty cool. So you can see all the internal ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 times to the studio tour. I've never been to the studio tour once.
Yeah.
I do want to go there. I went to the one in Hollywood. That's why I was asking if you went, because we went after World
Yeah.
in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it Universal Studios?
Yeah, Universal Studios. They've got the Harry Potter area.
That's really cool.
Johnny, have you been to the Harry Potter place in London?
No, I've not. It was on the list, but we'll see. It's not around the corner.
You went to Legoland and you felt awkward instead.
I didn't feel awkward. I just got absolutely soaked because it was raining all day.
It's not my problem. You didn't look at the weather,
Dude, I'd do Lego over Harry Potter every day of the week.
Oh yes,
So
definitely.
What's been your favorite SolidWorks World or 3D Experience World location?
Well, I've only done 3, which is I've been to 4, but there's only been 3 locations, and that was twice in Los Angeles.
Right.
Then Dallas was really, really cool, and probably Nashville will be the best one.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool city.
Like LA was cool, but if you want to do things in LA, it's quite a long trek to everything.
Yeah, it's hard to get around
spread
there.
out.
Like we were in downtown. If you wanted to go to the Hollywood Hills, it's like a 45-minute Uber.
Yeah.
Whereas Nashville, everything was there. We drove out 45 minutes to Jack Daniels. But
yeah, that was worth it though, right?
everything was right there. Dallas was cool as well, but Dallas didn't have much. Like,
Yeah,
there was nowhere to go.
culture there.
There's no
There's not a
cool
lot of
places to go.
Yeah.
The goat was cool.
That was a very cool evening.
Yeah.
Did you come with us to the McDonald's afterwards?
I don't think
So
so.
you
Dodged
just
the
stayed
bullet.
The goat was
On-
at the bar that we went to.
Yeah, the last night with
Karaoke.
Rachel.
Uh-huh.
That little tiny little dive bar with karaoke.
We
It
must
was
have gone.
good.
Weren't we like? I think we
Yeah, 'cause-
Ubered there together, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
you organized the Uber because we went with the Lego Erica.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember after. I don't think I went to the McDonald's with you guys afterwards. Why? What happened there?
I fed the homeless.
Oh, nice. Good job.
It wasn't
Only-
on purpose. We ordered enough food for about 12 people.
How many were there?
Just me and Kirby.
No, but like,
No, Rachel. I think it was me, Kirby, Rachel's brother, and Rachel's dad.
how many homeless did you feed? One.
A lot.
I just ordered
It was
way too much
probably a
food and
good-
then had half a burger. And I was like, I'm done.
Classic drunk fast food ordering. You order way more than you actually are gonna eat.
Yep.
Let's have a look at this paper aeroplane. Oh, I heard about the ring-winged glider.
Oh, did I just send that to you?
Yes.
That
Let me
one,
put it up
yeah.
here.
Apparently it flies really well, but you have to just give it like a really gentle toss. If you throw it fast,
So almost every birthdays, I share the same birthdays, Harry, Hagrid, and J.K. Rowling. I don't know that Hagrid and Harry's birthday were on the same day. They let me open the Great Hall doors for the open tour. You probably like... they probably reserve that for kids, and there's just you. All right, mate. I like Harry Potter. It's not how you speak, though. I can't. That must be great, because I was supposed to go to Legoland for my 30th,
yeah.
and at Legoland they've got a board that shows all of the kids' birthdays that day and their age, and I wanted to get my name on that board.
Awesome. You're probably not the first person to want that.
No, I saw. So, this is it, Johnny. If you want to try and build it as well.
Yeah, I found it, mate. I'm not looking forward to it. It looks extremely...
I'll put this link in the chat as well if anyone wants to try it as well.
That a bunch of people have sent me that since I came out with this Infinity Wing design. They're like, hey, check out this ring wing paper airplane.
It's just 4 steps, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't think it's that
that's
hard.
what worries me.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Famous last words of Kirby.
Okay.
What are you doing on your day
Measurements
off,
for the.
Kirby?
Sorry?
What are you doing on your day off tomorrow? More dick work?
I missed that one. What did you say?
You said more dick work. More work on your dick. You got to put some cork in your hole.
I finished all my dick work this weekend.
Oh, that's good.
You're waiting for it to dry off.
Yeah, so I've got to put everything back tomorrow, but tomorrow it's just mostly just
What'd you take off?
sorting. Tomorrow's just sorting life things out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Just getting things back in order.
So much dick work it made you question your life.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Question is life choices.
All right, I think we've exhausted this bit.
No, it never dies on this channel.
Yeah. Poop jokes and dick jokes.
You done yet,
That's what
Kirby?
keeps us alive.
I hope this isn't like a family-friendly show.
Not really.
Yeah.
We tried, and we gave up.
Tried and
First
then realized it
episode.
wasn't going to work.
First 10 minutes.
I think it was the
Did I
first
just do
2
this wrong?
episodes we were. Yeah, you did do it wrong.
Because it says it needs to be 8.5 inches by 11.
By
So
11
instead
inches.
of taking the long dimensions and measuring that way, I was like, oh, it's 8.5. I'll cut it here so that it's square, but then realized I can't get 11 that way. I was just being dumb.
Well, that's
Johnny, you finished already.
Isn't that A4? 8.5 by 11 is an A4. A4.
No, A4 over here is like 8.5 by 12. Is
No,
it not,
it's
Kirby?
11.5 by
Europeans.
8.25.
Oh, well, we're never going to do it then.
Well, you got to fold it like that, Johnny.
I did, yeah.
Like that.
I can't see your camera. It's off screen, bro.
Tip to tip.
No, not tip to tip. You've got to have the 2 peaks.
But how do you get that?
Measure it. I didn't. Just look at the diagram and do it roughly.
Well, that's not.
More angle.
To me, the diagram says that.
No, the diagram
I
doesn't
take
say
that and I go tip to tip.
You don't go tip to tip. You never go tip to tip.
I'm going to go tip to tip.
That's just wrong.
Yeah. You managed to work in 2 dick jokes this episode. Good job.
You mean
Okay, I'm
deck
gonna try
jokes?
it again.
Deck jokes, sorry.
Like that, Johnny.
Again, I can't see your tips off screen. Yeah, that's a bit
I'm
less.
sorry, my tip doesn't fit on the screen.
Widen, just narrow your gap a bit.
What gap?
The gap between your
Boys.
tips.
Boys don't have a gap.
This one does. Yeah, that's about right.
But then these corners aren't doing cornery things.
Mine didn't. I just made it work.
Okay,
I'll
Johnny.
fold it over once. Yeah. I'll fold it over again. Yeah. Now roll it up.
And then what?
Tuck your end into your other end.
You got to curl the tips inside.
Man, I didn't realize folding paper airplanes was so sexual.
That's cool.
Yep. It's like a little hat.
Oh, just,
It's like you just went to Burger King.
it doesn't fly very well unless there's like a technique.
I think you
Toss
just have
the
to.
glider forward. I did that.
There you go. You have to barely throw it. You're not supposed to throw it hard. But
No, it's not happening. No, I pinned that one off. Too advanced for us, that, Eric.
all right.
Well, this one's according to NASA, so
Yeah.
Well, that's just wrong.
let's try this again.
Nope.
It just goes straight down. I'll try it out tomorrow.
Looks like Eric might be having difficulties with his rod.
Yeah.
Was
It's
that
too
the-
thin.
Oh, is it too thin? I thought it was just too tight.
Has this happened before or not?
Huh?
Has it happened before, or is this a new problem?
Once or twice, but gotten used to it. Wait, what are we talking about?
Rods.
Oh, okay. There we go. Rod successfully inserted.
Sick.
Sick.
Maybe thirsty.
Thirsty wick.
It is. I need to get coasters for mine.
All right.
How many times have you glued that aileron to the...
Like just glued it shut or glued it permanent. Yeah. Once or twice. I think the first time I built one of these, I glued it on and well, that was stupid. There we go. I think I got every part other than the electronics.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Here, I'll lay it out so it's gonna be hard to see.
It does sound heavy. Like
Do what?
it sounds like heavy.
Dense.
Plastic. It's not that heavy. Like it's a good weight for good flight characteristics, but if I were to make it out of foam, it would definitely be better.
You just add a bigger motor if it's too. It's too heavy.
There we go.
Nice.
So all these wings can all four wings can screw together.
Yep.
But
It's very cool.
and then the hatch on the canopy is like a hatch pops off.
For all your electronic connections and.
Yeah, all the receiver goes in there, and I just got to mount the motor on front.
Yep.
Is that attached with magnets?
The canopy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't put the magnets in here yet. But
I love
yeah.
a good magnet mount. Just kind of like... sa-doom.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
Click.
Yeah, and then I'll show you the motor. So, little motor just goes on the front. And the cowling cover over the motor.
So
Nice.
just for aesthetics, you don't really need that.
Yeah, you don't have to have it, but yeah, it makes it nice and clean. And then there's actually a, I think I'll show you the prop. There's a special like propeller for this, because this lands on its belly instead of having like traditional landing gear.
Yep.
So they make a special propeller that as it's spinning, it folds out, and
The
actually
fork is
propeller,
fold
and
it out.
yeah, you shut the throttle and then it folds while it's gliding for landing, so
Yep.
it doesn't strike the ground when you land.
Oh, that's very cool.
So yeah, and then it'll give it a nice clean look. With the spinner on there and stuff.
Nice.
That's
Makes me want to print one.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Johnny, we should fly some planes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if it goes as well as we flew these paper airplanes, it'll be great.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about, Kirby. Mine went all right. It was just yours that crashed and burned.
Yeah, just build one of these, stand up, and throw it towards your printer for the test glide, just like you did with
Towards the printer. Yeah, that'll make it.
Yeah.
That will make sure you do it right.
Yeah. So man, the actual build is pretty much done. It's just hooking up the electronics.
Awesome.
Oh, it's very cool. Like, I look forward to more of your kind of your content and your videos and all.
Yeah,
Future
thanks,
project.
man. Appreciate it.
Where is this thing? I think that's a good point. Have you at least made some progress with your next builds? We've made some cool paper airplanes that
Heck yeah.
don't fly very well.
I give you
Mine do. Again.
real strong recommendation with that ring wing.
Yeah, you should, Johnny, send me videos of you flying them tomorrow and I can make a little montage.
Yeah, I'll have a look, see.
Yeah, put it on Facebook or YouTube and I'll check it out.
Nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming through, Eric, and joining us.
Yeah, it's been a
on this little-
pleasure, man.
little
I like
podcast. Very,
Kirby.
very informal type of
Yeah.
guest, which was kind of fun, just kind of chilling and hanging out versus interview
Yeah.
style, which is kind of it's fun and exciting. It's different.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Yeah, I like what you guys are doing. It's like hanging out with friends in the garage and just building something.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what we
I
like.
think that's the element that we're enjoying. It's just making random stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sweet.
we got to figure out what we're going to do next.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's good fun. Thanks
I'll keep
thanks for
tuning
coming
in.
through, being our guest for this episode.
Yeah, my
Through your projects and everything. It's been really cool.
Yeah, because that's actually massive.
yeah, it's pretty good stuff. It's like a 50-inch wingspan. Yeah. I can't fit it on the camera, but
No,
yeah, the next one I've got.
the fact it doesn't fit shows its size really well.
That one with the stripes on the wings that you showed on the website earlier, that one's like a 64-inch wingspan, so that'll be the biggest
Yep.
one I've done. But
That is this one.
yeah,
That
there
one.
you go.
We saw that world. It was so cool.
Click on it. I can't remember if I might have put new photos in there. If you click on there, nah,
It's got your card data, and
yeah, I don't have new photos yet, but I have
I
a
love
bunch.
the look of this front.
Yeah, it's sweet. It has cheeks like a chipmunk.
Yeah, yeah. I look. So a video for this is going to be coming out soon. Then
Yeah, probably by next month I'll have the plans done and on the website and a video about the whole build and everything and painting it and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
I look forward to that.
thanks, man.
Can't see my face. Give
Yeah.
Eric a follow. He's 3D Adventures everywhere. He's
Yep.
got a Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Subscribe to his channel and that stuff, so you can check out his planes and that stuff, and some of
Yeah.
his crashes and that. Like again, like I absolutely love the growth that your channel has gained.
Incredible.
Yeah,
like-
thanks.
You're onto something there with some unique builds.
Yeah,
And some unique content there.
yeah. I didn't approach this like with the goal of just building a YouTube channel with a following as big as I could. It was really just doing some cool videos about something I'm passionate about. And so I think when it comes across as like an honest thing, then people are attracted to that sort of stuff. So
YouTube just happened to be your platform.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
So, been fun.
So like, I really look forward to kind of the new stuff. I think I watched the Micro one. They used a bit of simulation in SolidWorks to figure out your CG, your center of gravity and that stuff. So you are using the technologies available to you. But I think the technology can allow you to push the boundaries a bit further. Like Flight Test does really cool things, but I think what you've done is something unique, something different. If you've got a home printer, you can get one for like
those mini ones.
You can make what you're building.
Yeah. The mini one's so cool because I'm using a material that's like a foaming PLA. So it's
the lightweight stuff, color fab
lightweight
stuff.
PLA. Yep. Yeah, so it's like 40% the density of regular PLA.
Yep.
Oh, that's super light then.
Build super lightweight stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should build one as well. Maybe we'll build one of these and crash them.
Yeah, do it. Send me the video.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That'll be good fun. Switch to that.
Yeah, thanks again. I'll keep tuning in.
I feel like it's musical chairs. Okay, dude, that's enough.
Getting nauseated.
Okay,
well, I'll keep tuning into you guys too, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, like
you're more than welcome.
We know a bunch of cool people. We'll show off what they do.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you to everybody that's joined to watch us. Thank you to those that got involved in that. Hope you guys made some paper airplanes as well. It's not very difficult.
Harry Potter sucks.
Felt there, now he said it.
Shots fired. It's fine.
Big shots. True shots.
Yeah, it's fine. He knows he's so far in Texas that there's nowhere Danny can get to him.
Yeah, I'm too far west.
And you're off work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the thing? But yeah, give Eric a follow at 3D Air Adventures. You're on there on everything, I think.
Yeah. Same handle on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah, so give him a follow. There are links down in the description below as well. Now let's see if I can get this wrong.
Always wrong.
You can give me a follow at KJ Designs 365.
And you can give me a follow at Kessel Run Creations.
If you want to follow the Core Podcast to see when we go live next and what our next topics are going to be, you can follow us on Instagram at thecorepodcast.contact. On Facebook, we are at the Core Podcast, where the O is a 0. On Twitter, we are at the _Core Podcast. And on YouTube, we are the Core Podcast. We're also streaming this on Twitch as well, where we are the Core Podcast as well.
Damn, he's done it. 5 out of 5.
He's gone and done that.
Oh, nice.
Not a single mistake. I'm so proud of myself.
Well done.
I like
your last thing. I like your foam hand in the background. Is that giving me the bird?
Yep.
Everybody else, like Guns N' Roses foam thing.
Oh, Guns N' Roses.
It looks really good on this side, but that's the side that's really falling apart.
Did you go to a Guns N' Roses concert or something?
Yes.
They sell those.
London, awesome. In London in 2017.
That's cool.
That was a lot of fun. Let me put that there. Put that there. Excellent. But yeah, again, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, everybody who came to watch.
Cheers.
And we'll see you guys. Yeah, cheers.
Next time.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Mm-hmm.